See, we must be self-controlled. But we can't be self-controlled for God. It's only when we've submitted ourselves to God. Self-control is all about submission. It's putting ourselves, our best and our worst, our desires and our fears, our hungers and our disappointments, our future and our past in God's hands and trusting Him to make us, to do in us, through us, and for us whatever He desires. That means self-control is all about trust. It means that I have to trust God enough to not go take what I'm afraid He won't give me. In large part, self-control is trusting in God's plan for our lives more than we fight for what we want God's plan to be for our lives. Self-control would have been if Abram and Sarai did not use Hagar to have a child. It would have been if Rebekah and Jacob had not deceived Isaac so that he could have the blessing. It would have been if Peter would have left his sword and his scabbard by his side while Jesus was being arrested. See, self-control is trusting God to fulfill His promises rather than trying to produce our desires by ways less than God's character. See, think about this. Self-control would have been Abraham saying, God would not have given me a promise and told me to go find a way to fulfill it.
Yes.
It would have been Rebekah saying, God would not have said that the older will serve the younger and then me use deceit to make it happen.
Right.
It would have been Peter saying, I don't like this and I don't understand this, but he has never been about violence. Why would we be about violence now? This is why the character of God is so incredibly important. Self-control reminds us, stay in His character, even if you don't understand His ways.